I'll stop my share, and Ben, feel free, take over.
Okay. All right. So here we have a job that just happened this last week, and so I wanted to just kind of demonstrate what I mean by the timelines. So, and we ask our guys to make sure that they are, let me move this here. We ask our guys to make sure that they're getting any continuous flooring. Even if it's unaffected, we want to make sure that they're getting anything that's continuous, because you never know. They might want to do a change order, or that carpet has to be replaced, and
Right.
they're going to do it throughout the whole house. So anyway, so they had a water damage over here, but I believe because the carpet went throughout this, they did everywhere that there was carpet. So let's just take a look at this. Now up top here, you can see the different times that they did camera shots. And so at almost 8 p.m. on the 6th is the before. So they need to be taking before shots on every single job, so we can see what it was like pre-existing. Then we're going to go to the next shot, and that's on the 7th, the next morning. And so you can see they took out the vinyl. They've got air movers set up. They've got some holes drilled, and then they've got this opened up over here. And then on the 8th, we want them to take a shot after they're done, after everything's cleaned up. And so that way, pretty much everybody in our company, or the people at least that are going to be dealing with this job on the repair side, whether it be the carpenters or the project managers, they have access to this. So many times our project managers on the repair side are frustrated because they don't know what it looked like prior to things getting torn out. They don't know where things went, what type of base there was, a lot of different things that can go missing or lost in translation. So we do this. That's just our process for our company. And so
Ben, I just want to highlight these timeline tours are fairly unique to us, and they're also just included as part of the tour fee. You can do as many shots inside of a timeline as you want. If you wanted to come back in here and do another shot when the entire project is finished, you could do that as well. There's an unlimited number of timeline shots that you can put into one of these timeline tours.
Yeah, that is something. I am very happy about that option, because it's free to do as many shots as you want on the same project. So it's just the initial cost, which is like $5 to get the first one, and then it's unlimited after that.
Yeah, and the nice thing about the way the administrative portion of our platform works is that the same technician doesn't have to shoot it. So anybody can go back out and shoot the second and third shots if you want them to shoot it. They can access that tour based upon admin rights that are assigned by the company owner.
The other thing that we like, and this is for any 360 that you have, I like that I'm able to look throughout the project each step of the way. I don't have to be out on every single job, and but I can look at them and give feedback. I can say, well, this is the way I would have done it, or give suggestions on how to place equipment or do trainings based on this information. And so I find it very helpful in that.
Yeah.
On the estimating side, we still have our technicians do this out in the field with Xactimate Mobile. They are not creating the sketch though. We just have them place a bunch of 12 by 12 rooms, we have macros already set up. I'm not a huge fan of macros because I think it makes the estimator lazy. And I just don't like how, you know, if they cut out eight linear feet in a closet or something like that of a flood cut. Well, if I'm putting that on the repair side, I don't need just 8 linear feet of drywall. I need at least a sheet of sheetrock. I need a box of mud. I need, you know, 4, 6, 8 hours, depending on what kind of texture and blending, all that kind of stuff. So I don't like my project managers using macros. In fact, they don't at all. We just use scopes or takeoffs, and then that goes to our estimators. So we use a centralized system. We don't have estimators going out in the field because our project managers do takeoffs.
Yep.
Then they have the DocuSketch, and so they can just sit at their office and do the estimate. And so we find that a lot less driving, a lot more estimates get done. And depending on the average size, utilizing DocuSketch and those takeoffs, they're able to write probably twice or quadruple the amount of estimates that they were before. You know, I see a lot of estimators that go out in the field, and if their average size job is $10,000 to $15,000, they might only be doing $2 million a year. And that's doing the estimating and negotiating and going out there and scoping it. But when they're in the office, they're doing just an average between 4 and 8 million is what we've seen. So, and that's for one person, and they stay at the office. You still have a project manager that's going out in the field, but instead of the project manager seeing it after it's already negotiated and everything, we want that project manager to be the first one out in the field.
Got it.
So that's how it's changed our process as far as estimating on the repair side.
Ben, let me interrupt you for just real quick, because Nelson, if you're still on, I can't see based on this view.
Yep, I'm here.
You're using timelines as well, and you're working in a similar way in terms of not having to be out in the field to get the full picture of what it is that you're trying to estimate, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, I run a third-party estimating company with currently 6 people writing estimates every day that never leave their desk. They never go to a job. We write about 40 to 50 estimates every day, primarily with DocuSketch users across North America.
And how are they getting those to you, Nelson? What's the typical communication process that's taking place? What's involved in that?
We have a setup through Google that we have platforms through Google where they can send us everything, and then we get their ESX that they give us from DocuSketch, and then they share their link with us, just like somebody would share their link.
So a link like the one
like
the one Ben's showing right now on the screen.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. It's the same thing. It's the same setup as what you're looking at right now. The difference is we would have and we take a very basic scope, and that's why people like what we do. Our scopes that we ask them to give us is really, really basic. We don't want to know that we have to prime and paint an area. We want to know the size of the area that you had to repair, and we'll take it from there. We'll do the masking, we'll do the cleaning, we'll do all these things. You know, we want you to tell us what size of baseboard, and then we add in from there. So DocuSketch has made that possible for us. We currently have clients that, excuse me, that don't have DocuSketch. And because they don't have DocuSketch, when they give us the information, they have to give us double, sometimes triple the information of a DocuSketch user. And it's usually lacking. We don't see how many outlets there are. We do not see how much contents there is. We are unable to tell, did the door have to be replaced, where the door was, what's involved, you know, was there a backsplash on the countertop? Yeah. Was it a double sink? Was it, you know, did we have to do certain things? DocuSketch enables that for us to do it 100%.